If you purchase the GE 2-in-1 Ultra Fresh Combo Washer Dryer Unit, it's very important you learn how to maintain it and make sure it runs quickly and without problems. Now, if you fail to maintain your GE Ultrafast 2-in-1 Washer Dryer Combo, it can cause certain things like excessive drying times, damage or degradation of the heat pump system, a shortened overall lifespan of the washing machine, and premature part failure on certain systems. Just so you know, it's not just me saying these things. Many, if not all, these steps are actually in your manual, hidden throughout the pages, by the way. So let's get started because this is actually rather easy. First thing you want to do, and this is super important, when you are done with a load of clothes in the wash and dry cycle, pull the filter assembly out on the left side of the unit. To do this, press on the little lever as shown here on the screen, and then pull the entire assembly out and note the amount of lint on the filter. To clean the filter, to start with, you can just simply run your fingers over the filter to remove all the lint that is on the thin mesh filter. Don't press too hard on the plastic filter to damage it, of course. GE suggests to clean this filter out this way by running your fingers every 4 to 5 loads, but depending on how bad your lint buildup is, you may actually want to clean this after every single load. Another thing to look at is cleaning the lint housing itself, as sometimes lint won't be just on the filter, it could be stuck in the housing. You can wipe out any of the lint on the front of the housing with a damp rag as needed. If you have any lint further into the housing itself, you may want to use a vacuum cleaner with a very thin, soft tip. Make sure not to press the vacuum hose onto the right side of the housing on the inside, because this is where the blue condenser coils are, and you do not want to damage those by pressing in on them very hard. Next, after about every 40 washes, you want to run the lint filter over hot running water. This is a big step that so many people miss on regular dryers as well. If you run water over the filter, it should not pool up on the plastic mesh areas, but it should run straight through without any issues. Oftentimes, fabric softener, fabric sheets, and other chemicals can pile up on the filter, even that you will not see, restricting airflow, causing the machine not to work as efficiently and not dry your clothes as fast as it did when you first got the machine. Now, after about every 40 to 50 loads, you want to take the black foam filter out of the filter housing and clean it. Simply press down on the housing to split it open, and then wash the filter off with some warm water, kind of like we did with the other filter. Once you have the foam cleaned out, to reinstall the foam filter, there are small holes on it that will attach to the housing only one way. Once the holes are lined up on the filter housing, slot the bottom of the foam filter housing into the main filter housing, then snap the top of the filter back into place. You can now reinsert the filter housing into the unit, and all the maintenance steps for the filter are done. If you use a lot of fabric softener and detergents, it's probably a good idea once every 2 to 3 months to remove your dispenser and softener drawers. To do this, simply pull the trays out as far as possible and press down on each of the individual tabs to pull the tray out fully. Both trays have a similar tab at the very back of them. You can clean the trays out any way you like with a brush or any other product. Now, to put the trays back in, the bottom one is actually kind of hard. Note the groove near the middle of the tray inside the machine. You need to line the drawer's notch up underneath to fit it in. The top drawer will insert much more easily though. Next, after washing a load of clothes, make sure to check the gasket underneath here for any debris. Even after just 2 washes, there was some junk in there from when we had tested the machine. Make sure to wipe it down with a dry cloth as well if you see any water pooling there as well. Next, once a month, you should run your washing machine's self-clean cycle. Make sure the unit is empty with no clothes in it, and for the best results, GE suggests 1 cup of bleach in the washing machine, or in our case, we use a washing machine cleaner like what we have at our shop, which is Wash Bomb, or any other brand of washing machine cleaner can work as well. Make sure to select the tub wash cycle, and note that the actual tub wash only runs for about 1 hour. It will then run an extra hour on the drying cycle, which will help remove any extra water from the tub, and it's great to run this for the full 2-hour cycle. Now, if you run a lot of clothes often, you may want to run the tub clean cycle every 40 loads instead of once a month, as it will keep your tub from building up mold and gunk, and it will keep the bulkhead and bearing of your unit in the best shape possible for a longer life on the washing machine. Finally, one thing to note is to clean the drain pump out after every few months with the filter housing. At the very bottom of the washer is this little door. Use a flat-bladed screwdriver or putty knife to pull down on the flap to open it up. Once the flap is removed, pull the white plastic drawer down to reveal the pump housing. With the pump housing down, put any sort of dish underneath the pump housing itself under the white flap, then slowly unscrew the blue housing screw. Water will slowly leak out of the housing, and depending on your pan, you may have to dump it quite a few times to get all the water out. Once you have all the water out, finish unscrewing the blue knob and pull it out to reveal the pump filter. You can remove any junk that would be in this filter and clean it out to keep it running well so that the pump doesn't burn itself out. You can also then view the inside of the housing for any further debris as needed and clean it out as well. Once you have it cleaned out, screw the blue filter back tightly into place and then flip the white plastic door up. Then put the blue cover back on the housing and pivot it into place. You're now done with any possible step on your GE washer to maintain it and keep it in perfect health. Just remember what to do and when to do it, whether it's 1, 5, or 40 washes. Have a great day.